All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Finally, Eddie Hearn comes around to the conclusion that we drew as soon as we heard about DAZN, which is that they are being stupid and more than likely they're going to fail. But Eddie Hearn now sees it and places the blame where it doesn't belong. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, Fast Eddie Hearn, the president, I don't know what his title is, CEO, president, head of Matchroom Boxing outside that comes out of the UK. Oh, I'm sorry, but for the sake of this video, it's Matchroom USA. CEO Eddie Hearn, who a couple years ago, I think it was maybe in June of 2018, made this really big announcement that he was going to be taking over American boxing and that he had received $1 billion to invest in boxing so that they could take over the sport, get all of the major fighters on one network so that we can get real true value for our sports dollar. That was with the application called DAZN. Do you remember that? I remember it because we were making videos consistently about the fact that this nonsense is not going to work. Okay, first of all, it wasn't going to work because Eddie Hearn is not American. And since he doesn't live in America, he doesn't understand America. He doesn't understand the consumer in America, that he's not going to be the best person to try to come in and take away everything. All of the other fighters pretty much just grab everything that the PBC had, because that's what he was trying to push, that he was going to have so much money that he was going to outspend Al Heyman and he was going to get those megastars over there from the PBC, that he was going to get Adrian Bronner and he was going to get Mikey Garcia. He was going to get Errol Spence was going to switch camps, right? He even tried to finagle Deontay Wilder into signing a multi-fight deal with DAZN. But for some strange reason, nobody bought it. Very few people bought it. And only reason that, and the people that he got were people that fell off of the HBO truck. When HBO boxing went away, their fighters, the main fighters that were over there were with Golden Boy Promotions and Top Rank. You had Vasily Lomachenko, you had Terrence Crawford, and that's about it, really. Oh, Gennady Golovkin, yeah, Canelo Alvarez, Vasily Lomachenko, Gennady Golovkin, right? And all these guys, there might also been, some other people here and there. So eventually they wind up getting those guys. But the problem with that is that people are not going to pay an extra $20 a month, $20 a month every month, which is truly the price of a pay-per-view to watch those fights. And believe it or not, and I don't understand why it is so hard for people to understand, that American fighters sell better in America than non-American fighters. Anyway, so pretty much off the chain, we were like, nah, this is not gonna work. And Eddie Hearn had to make all kind of different switches. Like he went from having people sign outright with him to, well, we'll do co-promotional deals. So he got a couple co-promotional deals going on with several fights, with Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney was but Devin Haney, what's the dude's name? They got beat by JoJo Diaz, Tevin Farmer, and those guys. Dog, that's just not that's not going to work in the United States. And now Eddie Hearn is finally admitting that was the case. But interestingly enough, he doesn't put the blame where the blame belongs. He gives this talk, right? And he says, I do believe that I heard it because it was on, I think it was on Instagram that I pulled it off of. He talks about how they're going to have to get tough on managers and tough on boxers. And if you are not somebody that is putting butts in the seat, if you're not somebody that is going to get, that is really bringing something to the table, then we can't pay you the type of money that we were paying you before, right? Now, when we listen to this, when I listen to him say that, I think to myself, dude, it don't matter how little or how much you pay anybody. The fact of the matter is that a large majority of boxing fans do not really take to apps, right? I mean, that is an entirely different, that's an entirely different way of watching a boxing event. And it is a real shift to a lot of people who are just used to going to their TV, turning their TV on. They go to ESPN, boom, the fight's on ESPN. They go to their TV, boom, channel 1. Hey, honey, what channel is Fox? Oh, Fox is channel 2. Okay, channel 2. There you go. That's the fight on Fox. If there's a pay-per-view, they know how to buy the pay-per-view. They just get on their television and they click boom, right? So the idea that you're going to beta test, right? And this is what a beta test is, right? You have a piece of software and but it's not all the way ready, right? So you are like, they have leading edge and bleeding edge, right? So leading edge technology is something like, something that has been accepted and it has a new functionality, but people are used to it, like a state-of-the-art TV, right? Like you could have a television that has, I don't know, man, just whatever the newest technology is. And so you're like, I want that TV because that TV, that's a leading edge TV. I can stream my YouTube channels. I can actually use it as a monitor with my computer, whatever. But it's something that people are already using, something they're used to, but something that just has additions to it that you can take advantage of. That's leading edge. DAZN and all this app crap is bleeding edge. As in you're just out there, you're out there in the frontier creating, you're out there in the, I don't want to say that. I was going to use an analogy about out there on a pioneer out there on the frontier, but I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that's appropriate comparison. But you're just out there hoping that it can take place because you want to be the first one to market that's going to do it. And that's what DAZN DAZN is. DAZN is an app that does not have a television base. It's not, number one, it's not bundled. Okay, so it's not even like something you can get that you don't need. Like a lot of people will have, but they don't need. So I don't have my phone around here, but on my phone, I have a bunch of apps on my phone. One is for like a Game of Thrones. The other one is like bubblegum candy games. And I never downloaded it, but I pay for it because I paid for the phone, because I pay my bill. But these are applications and features that they just put on my phone that come along with it. But DAZN isn't even like ESPN Plus is now, where ESPN Plus is bundled with I think it's bundled with Hulu and it's bundled with like Disney, whatever the Disney Channel the Disney Channel app. So whenever a little kid their mother gets them the Disney Channel, or they want to get Hulu, ESPN comes with it. So when there's time for a fight and somebody's like, where's the fight on? Oh, it's going to be on ESPN Plus. Well, how do you get ESPN Plus? Oh, we already have it. It's on your phone. It comes with this other package. All you got to do is click it and go. That's it, right? So at least ESPN is with that. DAZN is just sitting out there and literally nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows. Very few people know how to get it. And it's just not going to work. And on top of it, there's nothing else on besides boxing that you want to see on it. And their fights suck. You know what I mean? Like what would make Eddie Hearn and these guys think that on an app that nobody has, that somebody's going to want to see Liam Smith fight Josh Warrington, you know what I mean? And a bunch of UK fighters on an American card in Dallas. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense. Unless you hang out with, unless you understand that maybe something else is going on with all that money that they're spending. Maybe there's another reason why they're dumping all this money down this hole that makes sense to them, but it's not valuable for the same reason that we might think that it's valuable. Because they're definitely losing money. They've lost more money. They pay Canelo Alvarez more in one fight than that app pulls in worldwide. So, I mean, just the whole thing is ridiculous. It's not about, so Eddie Hearn blaming the fighters and the managers. Dude, the fighters and the managers are doing what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to get as much money for a fight as they can get. Period. They're supposed to get as much money for a fight as they can get. That's their job. And if you're willing to give it for something that is some subpar crap that ain't nobody interested in, the fault does not lie with the fighters. The fault does not lie with the manager. The fault lies with the network, and the fault lies with the promoter that would do that stuff. It was just, Eddie Hearn is just burning people's money, dude. He's got this idea that because he had Anthony Joshua and because Anthony Joshua is becoming this big star in the UK and as a result, Matchroom Boxing was really starting to dominate the scene in the UK, man, their eyes just got too big and they tried to come to America and they flopped. And as soon as this pandemic hit, they lost all their subscribers because I know absolutely nobody that has a DAZN subscription. And if I did know somebody that had a DAZN subscription right now, I would think the dude is he either works for DAZN or he's just a blithering idiot. Because why would you pay? You're not going to get a legitimate fight out of DAZN or for real decent fight out of DAZN for at least another 8 months. At least another 8 months. And we're 3 months into it. So you would have been playing what? They jacked their prices up to like $20 a pop? Dude, you're going to pay $400 just to, man, get out of here, man. Anyway, Eddie Hearn don't need to blame anybody but himself, right? And honestly, I wish DAZN would go away because then the best fighters from DAZN can go to either Top Rank or they can go over to, they either go to ESPN or then go to Fox. And maybe then, because there's so many, there's less money out there, that some of the better fighters will be forced to fight one another and we can really get some value for our money. Because for all the time that I had DAZN, and I had DAZN from a few months after it started until the pandemic hit, and none of that money was good money spent except for the three fights. Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz won. Josh Warrington, Regis Prograis, Josh Taylor, and there was another one that I thought, Monster in a way, like the World Boxing Super Series. But only one of those fights really came from Eddie Hearn. That was something they got because the World Boxing, they lucked up because the World Boxing Super Series was going broke. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.